for this day you've given each and every one of us, Lord, that are here today. Lord, we thank you for the FBLA kids that are here, the students to present to us, and we are so thankful for our outreach into our community. Lord, we just give you all the praise and glory. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We're back. Any additions, deletions, or corrections to the agenda? Okay, seeing none, we'll move to item number 4. Discuss and approve the following meeting minutes for January the 21st, 2025, regular meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion by Sean, seconded by Mark. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 5, FBLA presentation. Y'all don't all stand at once. Take your time.
This is a new group. They're nervous.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We would just like to start off by introducing our 2024-2025 Executive Board. I'm the president, Tanaya Billy, and I'm in the 11th grade.
I'm Adore Thomas. I'm the vice president of competitive events, and I'm in 12th grade. I'm Ryan Keith, and I'm the vice president of events.
Our secretary isn't here tonight. Her name is Preslyn Baker, and she's in the 12th grade, as well as our treasurer, Genders Alfonso, and he's in the 10th, and our parliamentarian, Willow James, in the 12th.
Hi, I'm your report, FBLA group, Alice Maria, and I'm in the 12th grade. My name is Malia Rodriguez. I'm grade, and I'm the historian. For the presentation agenda we'll be discussing what FBLA is. FBLA is the acronym for Future Businesses of America, and we will be discussing that more later on in this presentation. What do we do in FBLA and why do we do it? This relates to our community actions and our activities within the school. And what is CTE? CTE stands for Career and Technical Education. We will also be discussing how FBLA supports CTE instruction and what can the community do to support FBLA and CTE.
What is FBLA? The Future Business Leaders of America is an organization with over 2 million members from across the United States. Our chapter is comprised of over just 50 high school and 2 middle school members. FBLA focuses on teaching its members the importance of service, education, and progress. We focus heavily on the service pillar by hosting community service and volunteering with the local organization. It is also important to us to incorporate education and progress into our monthly activities and meetings. Events allow students to expand their minds based on their interests, whether it be public speaking, agribusiness, or healthcare administration. Our continued growth as a chapter shows our commitment to progress.
What do we do and why do we do it? Our FBLA chapter does a lot of innovation as a chapter. Many of our members dream of having more than what we do now, and we want to assist them in reaching all of their goals. FBLA has many benefits, including traveling, working, scholarships, and many more. We encourage our chapter to play in all of the workshops, meetings, and additional opportunities offered by the national and Florida FBLA offices. It is important to us as the executive to ensure that our members are happy with the standing of our chapter at every turn.
What is CTE? CTE courses prepare students in high school for careers immediately out of school. However, some students choose to continue the education and pursue a CTE career. Every year, FBLA chapters across the nation celebrate National CTE Month in February. CTE is not specific to just FBLA, but also includes other organizations like FFA and HOSA. Career and technical education applies to many fields like business, carpentry, healthcare, electricians, agriculture, and more. Our chapter works hard to acknowledge the importance of CTE in the classroom.
How does FBLA support CTE instruction? Career and technical education helps prepare students for the future by giving them career skills. FBLA is a curricular organization that is designed to increase students' knowledge through workshops, meetings, and events, general sessions, and networking. Members are able to meet with students enrolled in the same or similar courses from other school districts and schools. This allows them to share resources, work together, and compare information on various subjects. Many members are able to connect with others from across the country to further develop their interest in CTE courses and careers. Sharing stories, competitive event information, and working on chapter projects with our classmates helps us share the importance of CTE within our community.
Recent CTE certification information. CTE certifications certify that students have completed and mastered a set of skills that can be applied to the workplace. In 2019 to 2020, MHMHS had 20 total certifications. 2020 to 2021, there were 4 total. 2021 to 2022 had 0 recorded. 2022 to 2023 had 17 total certifications. 2023 to 2024 recorded 9 total certifications. These total certifications include students from agriculture, business, healthcare, and high-tech dual enrolled students. There is a high set standard put by the state.
Can I ask a question real quick? How many certifications is total? 20? Or can you get more?
Well, I think it would.
Okay, thank you.
Every kid has the opportunity to get standard, and normally it depends on the pass rate of the test. And then also there's a set of rules that we have to follow with the state.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
What can the community do? Supporting CTE and FBLA is not at all new to our community. We have continued to see many members of the community step up to support our chapter in the various activities. However, CTE programs at MHMHS can use support from local businesses and prominent community members to better prepare our students. Not only are resources scarce, but experiences and opportunities are make or break for students when it comes to truly preparing them for the future. Students in CTE would benefit from business tours, internships, and job shadowing, allowing our students to participate in the economy and further their skills as leaders in their schools will not only benefit the students, but our local community as well.
Any questions about our presentation?
Thank you.
Any questions?
I have a question.
Well, we do have to hold it.
I have one question.
Yes, we
So, on what you guys remember, I see back in 2023. Certification, you know where you got where you're at now with the numbers? Then you're gonna beat the 17 total.
So we have had a lot of students that have enrolled this year.
Yes.
Semester we've had a lot roll in, and we're hoping to get them certified. We're making sure they're doing their tests and practicing enough. There's this program we're using that it's different. We used to use TOSA, but we're using, and we're hoping that it'll help get more people certified.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you.
I think we had it.
No.
Yeah, we didn't have.
Y'all had it, 'cause we had it.
No, there was a long time. Sky went
Yeah.
before you started it. 2013 would have been the last time that they had students that competed. But there were like 4 students enrolled in the chapter in 2013. Before that, I can't.
And how many now?
I think Ms. Drake had
50 high school students and 2 middle school students.
Yeah.
Good.
We didn't compete like they do.
And also helps aid in like career information to be able to use CTE certification. So we're hoping that we help students in many ways to pass their test and their certification required by the state.
If they place first through 4th at state level, we'll get to go to Anaheim, California in June. Ryan actually got a conference.
She has, and to compete, what does she do? Give speech or?
So for her competition specifically, she takes the test. It's a 100-question test. She gets 50 minutes, and it's all about healthcare, but it's healthcare on a broad spectrum. So it can be medicine, it can be nursing assistant, anything in that falls to that healthcare kind of bubble. But she only gets 50 minutes for 100 questions, and then they throw her out there and they say, figure it out.
Wow.
Wow.
That's her kind of bread and butter. She likes that. And Allison does graphic design. So same thing, they were given a
Using 50 minutes.
Yep.
Yep.
It's difficult, I will say. For middle school, it's 80 questions with 40 minutes. So they're just about as bad.
How many?
80 questions and they get 40 minutes.
In middle school?
Yep.
Yeah, we
So I got 11-year-olds who are competing with that. So.
we Christmas tree that test. Is it true and false? Or they-
They give you 15 questions to study. After that, you're on your own. You got to figure out the rest of them. So I make either AI or we look up other kids' study guides from Quizlet or.
You know,
Anaheim in the summer. I'm going to California.
it keeps going like it's going, it won't be there. Burn away.
We're a lot more prepared this year now that it's my 3rd year doing this.
Now you know what you're looking for. Now y'all know what y'all look for, so
We're trying.
next year y'all tell us if y'all go to Anaheim. If y'all go to Anaheim, y'all come back and give us a report. Tell us how it works. Yeah, y'all come back May and tell us all about it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, item number 6, approve TEFRA resolution 2025-04 for the CAPVA utility system revenue bonds.
Resolution number 2025-04, resolution of the city of Moorhead approving the issuance of capital projects finance authority utility system revenue bonds, First Coast Regional Utilities.
Motion by Lee, by Sean. Is there any questions? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries unanimously. That's called
Haven, Florida, amending fees for boat docking at the city docks and creating and enacting a section for dockage fees, repealing all is a conflict herewith, authority to clarify, providing an effective date.
Motion to approve ordinance 360.
Second.
motion by Alicia. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion,
Thank y'all for getting that.
It still has to go first, second reading and in the paper.
yes.
We're working
I'm
on
glad
Okay,
to see it on here.
item,
For our citywide GIS mapping project for the utilities, we did have a kickoff meeting last week with the engineering kind of thing, so we did get started. So we're obviously pushing them to do the water first, because we have that deadline inventory thing, the EPA has been pushing. So we'll get them working on that first, so we did get started. The marina that developer did, like I said, did close on the property and is working on some. So we start to review, what they want to do in the marina versus what they can't. Kind of thing. So hopefully we'll have something later this month that'll be somewhat concrete that we can bring back to present. And then FDOT District 1 staff, they made it on January 22nd. As part of their annual program, they're supposed to get out and meet every location. I've attached the meeting minutes to the report there. Basically, it's just kind of a meeting for me. They outnumbered us. They had probably between the FDOT District 1 staff and all their consultants, there's probably 3 times. 4 times as much as we were, but it'd be good to meet everybody, and that's the people that you work with all the time. Recently gone through the process to get registered as a food truck operator, and one of the, I guess this has come up several times about having food trucks either on a regular basis or on at certain times, but for example, we have locations like over across from the Eagles, where we have, the city has space there. Do we want to entertain food trucks part on a regular basis kind of thing? One of the ideas of trying to increase traffic into the downtown area, something. I don't know if you want to get up and.
Hi, I'm Chrissy. Fork It is my food truck. I do panini sandwiches, soups, and loaded fries. I am a snowbird. My father-in-law lives right over on Avenue. Last year was our food truck year round up there, and I would love to be able to come down here and stay with him 3 to 4 months out of the year and run my business from this town.
Get out of that cold, then.
Yes, I do. I won't deny that, not one bit.
Do we have minimum standards on the food truck for insurance?
So I have a $2 million liability policy already. I actually dropped it off at the town today, and I am completely licensed and legal through Florida all the way across the board.
We should probably limit uniform guidelines with regards to any.
we had an ordinance concerning food truck.
Their statute on food
So,
trucks
yeah,
now?
it's under the state statute where they stand alone, but as far as use of the
Our property.
city's property, I think we need to put some standards together. The insurance that you have, is that a minimum requirement? To your knowledge, is there a minimum requirement?
So the health inspector or the inspector that insurance at all, I just have it because it's required in New York and it makes me feel better. So I actually have it more than my
Additional
policy.
insured.
Yeah,
And
just in case you guys approved it. I wanted to make sure I was a step ahead.
where are you wanting to put this?
Right across from the Eagles.
In the lot.
And you'd set me and then move. And
Yes, it would never stay. It would never stay. It would always come home with me.
So necessarily for you, but in the future, would that be a first come, first come basis?
we'd have to have, we take, we take a reservation, I don't know if we'll set it up daily or weekly or something like that, but we'd have to set up something similar to like we can register, yeah.
My town in New York charges me a $20 peddler fees, but every town is different. The town next door charges me $50 a day. My town charges me $20 for the year. The town next door was a $10 inspection from their fire inspector, and I was good to go for the whole year. Just everywhere you go, it's different.
Yeah. So what do we need?
Well, I think you could tonight, obviously we need to get a copy of your insurance that,
It's already at the.
okay,
town.
great.
Yep.
On a temporary basis, you can go ahead and approve the request. But I do think, yeah, Mr. Tibbs and I need to work on some regulations and some protocols, procedures to make it fair for any person or company wants to utilize the city property. I guess the question would you want to collect some sort of rental based on, you said weekly, monthly, how
So
to annually?
the town next door to me is $50 a day. My town is $20 a year, and the town next door to me is like $1 a year. They're
Yeah.
so in Florida, my in-state inspection. In New York, it is done by every county. So every county I cross, I need another health inspection, and it's a nightmare up there. It took me 2 months to get it here, but it was way easier than
You want to start
as soon as possible.
temporary deal for
Yes.
and give us time to, cause I want to say that this came up before at a meeting and I want to make sure that we're covering everything.
Do you want
There's gonna
to,
be some more people come that's one.
It's not just gonna be here, it's gonna be at some point the Chattanooga grounds, and we need to grant a temporary deal. I was just about to tell you, I remember, Mark, we discussed 4 or 5 years ago. I can't remember what
Y'all have discussed it since I've been here.
so
yeah.
I just want to make sure that we're being fair to everybody, you know.
Is there a rate that you want to charge, be it weekly, monthly, annually? I would say I would stay away from an annual since we don't have anything
Right.
permanent, but perhaps a monthly. If you
No, but
also
if by
choose,
going with a rate, does that mean she's,
well, it's temporary until
but does that mean she's the only one that can use that?
No.
Okay.
they'll have to, but
I mean, still would have to come before us.
they
and
have
get
to
a-
come before us on a case by case, but at least that would get the ball rolling, so to
Yeah.
speak.
Yeah,
I think, $20 a day is fair, lot rent basically. And do it until we can really look into it. I think this is a big deal and I think it's just gonna grow and we're gonna get more people, like Sean said. And I'm all for it. So,
we gotta get them down, get people, we spent the money,
right.
we gotta get them down here.
Like I said, we'll set up some, the rental thing like we have, something similar to that.
So I guess as far as an accounting of, at least a lot of it's self-reporting, but you would just need to coordinate with the clerk's office as far as I was here 5 days this week, or I was here 7 days this week, or whatever the case.
Sure.
Then this is temporary, how long are we gonna go temporary?
We'll come
I'm
up with
only here
some,
till the end of March.
yeah, well,
Okay,
and,
whatever.
and
And then
we'll,
I'll be back in December.
well, what we'll do is hopefully come up with some uniform standard formal
Okay.
in the near future.
All right, I'm good with that.
Good, any questions
No.
or? Okay,
Thank you
good.
so much.
Can we get it? Do we need a motion?
Make a motion to, temporary allow access to property for food trucks for $20 lot fee until the end of March.
Motion by Alicia, seconded by,
I would just amend it to say that the minimum insurance standards of, I would say, at least $1 million, like naming the city as an additional insured.
can you write all that down? 'Cause there ain't no way. Motion by
So
Alicia,
For
seconded by Brad,
temporary permission,
to grant a temporary permission for a food truck on city property
at $20 a day.
at $20 a day,
Minimum insurance,
minimum insurance.
$1 million liability,
How much?
$1
$1 million liability,
naming the city as an
naming the
additional
city
insured.
as an additional insurer. Any further discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries. The Department of Ag, does they check y'all or the health department?
Department of Business and Regulation.
Okay,
PR.
I just make sure.
And I brought my license off my insurance at the town hall earlier today.
Okay. Is the food good?
Everybody else thinks so.
All right. Larry, you got anything else?
Any sandwiches?
Can we get are you gonna do an update on the sewer plant or is Brad gonna do it?
We're gonna do it in here.
Just give us just a quick review. Okay.
Well, they were here. We did a walkthrough inspection on Friday and, the engineer, Reagan, and their new inspector were here to walk through the entire plant and noted what discrepancy we had, what to fix, but there was a couple of major things that we're looking to get fixed. One, we were at the EWA meeting, they authorized to go ahead and get that 25 horse pump that's going to be used to move it out to the wetlands kind of thing. That's ordered yet the next morning. It's been be here in the morning. So that's one big item that we do. The second item is that we needed some RAS pumps that we ordered that Friday evening, and they're here tomorrow. That's for the trains out right now. There's no flow, I guess is the best way to put it, for sludge removal. So those are here. Will be here tomorrow. Those will be installed. There was a couple of electrical issues. One with the lift that pulls the membranes up out of the train so that they can be cleaned. There's an electrical issue there. You got some, and then the electrical panel on train number 2 was malfunctioning as well as you could.
Screen Tuesday, screen link. There's one thing after another. That's talked about before.
You're gonna get the contractor bill that put them in to come out. That's to be an item.
BO has already been contacted about that.
And I know this is a CCPWA question, but I'm asking for us. Did they identify a maintenance program? Preventive maintenance program or?
Not at that, okay, but basically the EP checklist. And they did the inspection, so they went through that checklist. So now we're going to have to ensure that we have.
That's one thing we had talked about after the CCPWA meeting, to come up with the preventative maintenance schedule. That needs to be on file with Brad Brad and Tibbs. And we need to,
And I thought that's one of the things Greg said he was
he
going.
said he is, I believe that was the consensus, right, Brad? Well, after the meeting that they were gonna come up with something
Okay.
for us.
But yeah, that's it. Try me was really to get the critical issues identified and getting them, because they're due. The main outline was that what DEP comes to look at. You know, they gotta set things.
But would we have, for instance, light items for pump serial number such and such when it was serviced?
Have everything out there when we purchase this kind of thing will be in that, you know, that database.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll keep up.
Just track what we're doing and what needs to be, instead of being proactive or reactive, we proactive, because 300,000 is a lot of money. All right. Does anybody got anything for Larry?
Yeah.
Sent back yet, so the last response I got, they were working on BEAD applications, intelligence and other states. Open right now, so it doesn't. But thank you, Larry.
Okay, anybody else, anything for Larry? Thank you, Larry. Mr. Maroney?
So now we have code enforcement. So now we have the administrative law judge contract signed, sealed, and delivered. We're ready to begin. I'd like to coordinate with Colleen with regards to the procedures. I would like for her to come over to straight here, which I think actually one's scheduled for next week. The city of LaBelle and Hendry County present mutually at the special magistrate hearing. I can get with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we need to probably start an index of your citations with the case number, address, owner name, that type of thing, and nature of violation. That's something on file with the clerk, myself, you, that can constantly be updated so we can get the ball rolling.
A question, can we add animal control to this also? Because when you look at the list, well, I'm sorry, you see some people that's got,
If it's a code
chicken.
violation, any code violation could be brought
yeah,
under code enforcement. So yes, I'll say that generally without looking at the code and specifically what we have on the code, but something that we could probably take a look at. So I would say yes.
because I know there's one on here that's got chickens.
Yeah, for instance,
And it's like every time you turn around, they're on that list for that thing. You know, they get rid of this and another group of chickens, and it's.
so yeah, anything that's any violation of the city code is enforceable by code enforcement.
Okay. All right.
That's all.
And so, back anything for Steve? Okay. City clerk?
I don't have anything.
Does any have anything for Ashley? Okay. Craig A. Smith's not here. CAS is not here.
She's in Tallahassee for session.
Man, I hope she's working hard to get some money. So, F, Public Works Minute, Mr. Bradley Simmons.
Out of the water plant canvas covers for the roof for the clarifier, it should be installed, finished up button. That's all that'll be done. The cone string for the area, be neat, modified it yesterday, changed the plans to build a different style. Cut in it, put screen in it, change. So that's what I said, I think it's reset, I'll take care of. Tomorrow, last inspection.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be like first
Time to
meeting.
get done.
First meeting.
We already talked to water, wastewater.
I think that
Did have
meeting's
PSI come this morning.
next week.
They would go with a couple of the stations with us tomorrow, because I read the panel, listen, panel. We learned a little bit from him this morning. I asked him,
thought all your
who did their
changes-
training for?
Did it.
Right. They had an in-house guy out of Jacksonville. I can put the this and come down. I'll put the training on for a couple of the guys here. Better understanding of the electrical part of the panels and the jumping stuff and.
That's a great.
Get back in and that's what they're to do. He was halfway over in Riviera, doing one there at that facility, or coming here and doing one here. I suggest more and stuff for the city park. Ball fields and catching up on some other things. Soon we get caught up on some noise. Get ball fields here. We'll start getting all that stuff here. Other than that, that's all I got. Business as usual. We're kind of behind on some. Working on this and that.
Thank you, Brad.
That's about all I have.
Well, hey, I might have mentioned at our other meeting, but I was reminded of the people building the school, the new school. The engineers really and King on treated how good a relationship they felt like they had. So it's not bad. I hear about y'all. So except you, Brad. So, thank King for representing us that way.
Thank you.
Does anybody have anything for Brad?
I do. I'm not sure if it's Brad or anybody else, but that road that sits behind Adams Angler, the little alleyway there, I went there to come in here and about tore my car apart.
Yeah.
Is anyone can get that fixed?
To come back through after they laid the
Kinda got
new pipe.
drove underground, went through there with the
Yeah.
pipe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they,
Yeah.
they never fixed that back correctly how it was. I mean, not that it ever was in the best condition, but
I never seen this. You go back.
the one meeting he told me that was on the list, but it never got done.
Yeah, it's bad.
When you're in the county, they come great, you can see it, they great.
There's a lot of, that whole there's some water meters
Mhm.
out through there too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's bad. I mean,
So,
I don't know. We're basically
See if
that
you
way,
can
but-
get with them and with
Who's the new guy?
the new guy. I think his name is Clay, I think.
Yes.
Well, you should be able to remember.
What?
Like,
Remember his name.
So
see if that's still on the
help us
list
out.
to do, because they're gonna be wrapping up that project, and that's one of the, that should be still on their side. Because they never fixed it correctly.
Yeah, we're still trying to get the account opened and for the lift station, so they can finish the final on that. It's been a little. It should have been something simple. We're still, like I said, off getting our account opened with Glades Electric for that lift station there, so they can work and then at least get out of there.
Okay. All right. I do apologize. I had something for you. Were you able to get the 100-year resolution that I asked you about? For the veteran name? Pretty sure I gave you his name. Remember, we want to do a resolution for they're having a day for him, or
23rd.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yes,
So we'll do it at the next meeting.
yes. Proclamation, something.
Okay.
And if I live to be 100, y'all can do one for me. But don't hold you. And, actually, hey, do this. Where are we with it?
You report us on the news.
Okay.
We're working on it. We're making progress.
Monitoring what's been going on with that, so it's getting close.
Okay. I'm nervous because it's about time to sign another letter, so.
Yeah, I sent y'all an email too on it.
Then I'm good with them. Item 9, approval of the bills in the amount of $56,407.36.
Motion to approve.
By Mark, seconded by Alicia. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 10, citizen limited to 3 minutes. All right, don't everybody jump up at once. Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm gonna hand out some flyers. Thank you. You're welcome.
Well, that's the fast way to do it.
So I'm Rosemary Flory, Director of the Glades County EDC. The record to come update the city on initiative that the EDC started. We have hired retail strategies to recruit business to Glades County, the downtown. And some of the things that the residents have asked for, like a hotel, grocery store that they prepared. They did a deep data dive. They've got quick information on here. They have on the right this little map with a trade area demographic, and they actually identified through people coming into Glades County, like shopping in Glades County, as like Lehigh Acres. So what they would like to do is use these numbers to try and recruit some retail to the city and county. And if you look at the back of the flyer, the county there outlined in yellow, and that we already have, like Love's and Marathon, Shell gas station, Arby's, and then they have 2 Boston and in LaBelle. And what they're trying to do to media, because we know we don't have a population to support a large retail, and then hopefully level up. So I'm just presenting this to the city council. If you have any things you would like to see, or if there are brands that you'd be interested in, and I can pass on the information on the front of the flyer. Like my contact information is there, my email, and then our representatives are also listed on the front of the flyer, little photographs with their names on them. And they're particularly looking at the old hotel. I know it's county owned property, but it is within. They're willing to recruit anything we don't want. And if there are things that we want to see, let me know, and I can pass along the information.
I'm pretty sure I can speak for everybody on the council and half the residents of Moorhaven. We need a grocery.
I know, that's what I said. That was my.
I understand why we don't have one, but
Yeah.
just saying that's where we.
Yeah, that was my number one request. So does anyone have any questions? I know to market the city and county, so if you want copies, I can send you the PDF file so you can make copies and take them around wherever you go.
So the county turned down a diesel, what was that?
It was a high-speed diesel, like pumps, like gas or speed diesel convenience store. And it was yeah, they were looking at the hotel, that old hotel site. And yeah, they weren't real, they didn't really want big semis and stuff in city limits like that. They didn't really think so. But
Well,
I mean, if you feel
I
differently.
think there's still, their wish list is other hotel motel
Yes, that's also there.
on that property, you know.
Yeah. And that would be great if we could recruit some. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming. My pleasure.
Next.
My name is Barbara Langford. I am a grandparent of the Safety Patrol,
Okay.
Washington DC on April the 10th. Correct. And we've been doing fundraising all through the year. Our students have been working hard to raise this money for us to go to Washington, for them to go to Washington. And we will ask the city council if they could do any kind of donation for us.
Particular organization.
I know we have some stuff in our budget, but I don't know.
Is there a particular organization?
Safety Patrol.
Just
They're called Safety Patrol.
That's what it's called.
Except for here with elementary school.
Yes.
Yes. Our fifth graders, they are excellent students. You know, it teaches them safety for the schools. They look for other students at schools.
so the donation can be made, but earmarked for the safety patrol.
Yes, sir.
trip.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I know we spent some for Reese Across America. It was under miscellaneous, but I don't know how much that left.
And as far as I know, we are the only school that is going to Washington.
Mm-hmm.
We've already spent, I think it was
It
500.
was 500 we spent for Reese Across America. I don't remember what was budgeted.
Didn't we tell
Yeah.
the career one at some point?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think y'all need to look it over and come back to us.
What's the deadline for?
Ms. Krusky, do you know that? The
What is it?
deadline to the,
When the kids have to have everything paid.
Second
Mark.
in February.
Next,
Yeah.
this week.
Well, at least by the 4th, later than the 18th.
Yeah, it's just a show.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a pleasure of the council.
You find it?
Is there-
Yeah, it's there. But it's like, oh, think we could do.
Looked at the number, I don't know what the number is.
But I can't make a motion, so.
That's right.
Well,
Yeah,
And 5 more.
that's mine.
To give Safety Patrol $500.
Second.
Motion by Lee, Mark, to give the Moorhaven Elementary Safety Patrol $500. Is there any further questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. so much.
Do we have any form of document that you can provide to me for that donation? Because we have to have that for our auditors.
Okay.
So just bring it up to City Hall.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
I'll give some money to them.
Okay.
Well, just remind me.
Okay. Anybody else? Going once? Going twice? All right. Ms. Krosky?
I don't have anything, just that road there by the Adams Angle, and just, me get that done, because I about to put my car out.
Every time I still go down it.
It caught me off surprise. I didn't.
Every time I go down it. And
Yeah. So we get that.
that should be on.
Was it 2-3?
I mean,
All right, next. Anything else, Sean?
No.
Alicia?
I don't have anything.
Okay. Mark, you got anything? Okay. Brad? I've asked a question. Motion to adjourn. I got one more before we leave. Now, I will be in Tennessee meeting a very important young lady. The city can wait till I get back. Motion to adjourn, second.
Who motioned?
Sean, second by Sean.
Who's got that?
No, I was gonna try Brad, waiting on. Yeah.
Yeah.
February 10th.
How long you gonna stay?
No, my